Science jerks. Science jerks. Science jerks. The rate of change in acceleration of science. Science
Welcome to the Science Jerks. I'm your host, Dave Chacho. With me, as always, is your other host, Robert Chin.
Hi.
And I'm still sick. I don't want to reveal
Days later,
the
you're
secret behind our recording process.
You need to get some vitamins,
Yeah,
bro.
you sound exactly like you did in the last episode.
Am I ever going to get better, guys?
Probably not.
I've been drinking hand sanitizer since we last met. It's only made the bug stronger. You were right, Brandie.
Yeah.
Brandie Posey is
Brandie
here.
Posey's here.
That's me, everybody. The lady
She's
voice in
back,
the room.
stand-up comedian, and one of the three hosts of Lady to Lady podcast.
One of the three lady to lady or late. There's only two ladies in the title.
Oh yeah, which two of you are the ones in the title?
Oh, which one is the two?
It's actually, I am both ladies.
You're both ladies. And then Tess and Babs are...
Tess and Babs
They're
are...
both two?
Yeah, they're both two. One's a T, one's an O. I'm both ladies.
Yeah.
And you said you knew some scientists in your life? Do you
I
have
don't
any
mean to
science?
brag. I have a couple of scientists. I have upwards of 4 scientists in my life.
Oh,
and they
like-
all have doctorates.
Like job scientists.
Yeah, job
not like-
scientists.
Oh, wow.
I have my friend Carrie is a NASA physicist. Just got hired to work with the asteroids.
Hells
She
yeah.
just named an asteroid after Rosa Parks, which is really awesome because that hadn't been done yet.
Well, it was
seems
kind
like
of
it took a
weird
while.
that it's way at the back of the solar system.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know that was appropriate. But
The thing is, it's funny because she science is similar to comedy in that it is a male-dominated field, and most asteroid physicists have named asteroids after other males. So when she got the opportunity to name an asteroid, she was like, at first she was like, I'm going to name one Beyonce because wouldn't it be funny if Beyonce destroyed the world? And then when she actually looked at the logs, she was like, Rosa Parks doesn't have one. Beyonce, take
Well, I
a
think
second.
Rosa Parks might be worse because then all the trouble she's coming right for us. She just would not stay in her place.
you know what? If that turned out to be the case, then I would, in my last moments, finally concede that maybe the racists had a point.
Yeah.
Not until that point, though.
I know.
Not
You
until
should
that
have been
happens.
listening to the KKK all along.
Imagine the movie Armageddon taking place on Rosa Parks. Like if that's what they said the whole time. They said the whole time.
We have to fly Bruce Willis to Rosa Parks to blow her up.
Of course, a white man landing on Rosa Parks, trying to keep a woman down. You guys, let's stop doing this foolishness and do some science.
Let's do some science.
Cardiotechnology.
Heart attacks are a thing of the past, people.
No, they're not.
They're not?
I live across the street.
And?
I live across the street from what is basically an old folks' home. It's just a big old apartment building for old people. And about twice a week, the paramedics roll on up and haul somebody else out.
I'm not saying that you can't have a heart attack anymore. I'm just saying that they can revive you after being dead an hour.
No. Those
No.
people need to stay dead. I don't want them coming back.
He died for a reason.
Have all the heart attacks you want.
Okay.
They will just keep bringing you back.
What?
No.
What is this pet cemetery bullshit?
It's a new CPR invention, the auto pulse non-invasive cardio support system. It's like, you know, when people give CPR, they compress with their hands on someone's heart.
Right.
This is like a full body suit CPR. It's like a hug CPR. It compresses your entire chest cavity instead of just
Just the hands.
your hands on.
Okay, A, that's creepy, but B, also, I really need a hug.
Yeah.
So I think that would be kind of awesome
Yeah.
to have a permanent vest hug.
What if you could just wear it all the time?
Yeah, exactly.
Just eat a lot of
turn it
red
on.
meat and just wear one of these things around.
But I wouldn't need to eat red meat because I would be walking down the street emotionally satisfied.
Yeah.
Like, it could take the place of your heart.
Yeah.
Sir, your heart has actually not been functioning for several years, it seems.
Okay, hold on now. Now, this thing, what you're saying is actually somebody's heart stops, you put this on, and it will keep them alive until...
And it improves blood flow 30 to 40% to your brain. And they have, whereas like manual CPR is like 10%.
Is it the brain that like turns the heart back on then? or
No,
like,
it's just
how-
like when your brain dies, that's when you're dead. So
Yeah.
when your heart stops, your brain doesn't immediately die.
Mm-hmm.
It just stops getting oxygen and starts
Okay.
So CPR is just let's keep oxygen
Keep
flowing
getting
until
oxygen
we can
flowing.
get to some place where we can get things fixed.
And so there was a story recently, I think it was in Australia. This guy had been dead for almost an hour. Dead, unconscious, on the ground. They took his pulse. He was like, no pulse,
But he had this thing on.
flatline. No.
What?
So then the EMTs showed up with this invention, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we got a dead stiff over here. He has no pulse.
Were they giving him
he
CPR
hasn't
the whole
had
time?
a pulse. No,
Then
they just put this thing on him and they
No.
brought him back to life.
No, because the oxygen is not in his brain. It only takes like 5 minutes for the brain to die.
Yeah.
There's no way that he was anything but a vegetable.
He brought shit back from the other side.
Well, he's really dumb now, but he's alive. No, actually, they said he fully recovered.
I
No.
don't understand.
Let me be
I
dead.
don't understand.
Just let me be dead. Because also,
Well, that is a thing. Like, especially EMTs and doctors say don't do CPR on me because it causes more damage than
Yeah.
it actually helps.
yeah, I think just let me die.
I would say let me die and let me go with a hug.
Yeah, just put the
That
thing
one
on
long
me.
hug.
Just put the thing on me. I'm not interested in you turning it on or anything. Just
Also, as a sidebar, I hope to be eaten by a boa constrictor. That's how I want to die.
do you want it to then be puked up so you can wink at the camera, a la John Boyd?
But what if
Oh,
it just
that was
keeps
an
bringing
anaconda.
you back to life? Your heart stops and it just keeps.
Shing, shing, shing. No, this is the worst. Oh,
I just did a comedy festival in North Carolina, and they had a serpentarium down the street from the comedy club, which is a word that I had never heard before.
I don't think that's a real
I don't think
word.
it's a
There's a
real word.
herpetarium.
And the gift shop was half snake stuff and then half 9/11 is an inside job stuff.
Oh, damn it.
And it was funny because all the crowds were super fun and progressive, and I was like, "Oh, there you are, North Carolina! I knew you were here somewhere. You're hiding in the serpentarium." And they had a bunch of boa constrictors and anacondas and shit, and it was fucked up because it was like not, like the place was safe, but like barely.
They were just hanging out.
Yeah, I was
Like,
like,
if they wanted to, they
You
could
can
kind
see
of
them
slither
like
under.
plotting
and-
Yeah.
to.
Well,
get-
fortunately, like those aren't like striky kind of snakes. They're the like, oh, you gonna sit down? Yeah, sit down. Take a nap. While you're sleeping, I'm going to crawl over you and squeeze the life out of your body.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not like,
Hey, quit
They're
it!
gonna
Oh,
take
you're
a while.
awake. Oh, sorry.
didn't realize.
You're gonna go back to sleep again soon.
Yeah, are you?
Stop
feeling
trying to
fine?
kill me in my sleep.
Why is my mouth on your foot? I was just there. I was just I wasn't doing nothing.
Just sucking on your toe.
Calcedonic Hoplology.
pain rays. When you think science, when you think of crazy 50s serials, ray guns, man. Ray guns are where it's at. And every time they come up with some new fangled military technology, it's always a disappointment because it's just not a ray gun. It's not a lasers. There's no blasters.
My favorite part of Demolition Man is when Wesley Snipes is in the museum, in the gun section of the museum, and he's looking at all like the shotguns and stuff, and he's like, "Oh hell no, this is the future. Where's the ray guns at?" Because I was like, "Yeah. Good writing, guys. Good writing. That's exactly what anybody."
You just called
would
out
do.
your own failure, right?
Thank you. No.
But we did talk about recently a laser gun that the Navy's using to shoot
Taking out drones.
drones or motorboats that might try to drive up to the battleships.
Yeah, so we're getting close.
We're getting there. Okay.
And this one is
Terrifying.
It's basic. It's exactly what it says it is. It fucking hurts. What they found out was you can use microwaves. Microwave excites water molecules. So you put in a cup of water and all the molecules in there start bouncing around and it gets hot.
Yeah.
They can't use normal microwaves on people because the point of the microwave is to
cook you.
penetrate. So it's gonna basically cook people from the inside. But if they use a very
This
very
is why
short
you don't want to
wavelength,
put your arm in the microwave.
right. Also, it's not going to turn on because you.
All you got to do is shove a nail into the
Oh, really?
the hole where the door.
Are you serious? I did not
Yeah.
even realize that you could do that. And now, great. Great.
There
So
was,
now,
like-
now when I'm having one of my down periods,
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what? I should just end it all, and now I know how to.
Like one of those crazy guys in high school, I remember, figured it out. He was like, "Hey, did you know that you could turn on a microwave if you just push in the little button where the door closes, and you can like it'll go and you can look into it?" And I was like, "You do not want to be doing that."
That's a bad idea, man.
He never made it.
Yeah,
He
no.
did not
I
finish
think
high
he
school.
actually went into the military. So
Okay, well, that makes sense. That's the
Yeah.
other option.
Yeah.
Either he killed himself or he's out killing
he's
other
probably
people.
operating these pain rays right now
That's
on
probably
people
how we
like
figured
us.
it out.
Yeah, he's the one that invented it. What's the guy's name?
Hey, look, what I can do. Woo! Hey, what if we just shorten the wavelengths?
Yeah. So that's what this is. It basically just like focuses
Yeah,
the wavelengths.
it
through you.
shortens them so they don't penetrate. They just sort of hit the top of the skin
Oh.
and then do the exact same thing. They excite all the water molecules.
Ooh.
And
It
and
doesn't
they're-
actually cause any burning, but it causes excruciating pain.
Yeah, it excites those molecules, and there's a pain receptor called a thermal nociceptor in the skin, and basically that triggers that reaction, that flinching reaction.
Yeah.
Times 1,000. So just cringing, get away.
man.
And so
It just turns on your pain nerves,
yeah.
basically.
So even if you want to, like, I'm tough enough, I
Yeah.
can stand up to this. All the rest, your body is just saying no, and it's just get away, get away, get
Yeah.
away.
Wow, that's
Whoa.
So in theory, this is fantastic. Because if you're trying to break up a riot or something like that, or they even reference Benghazi, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
This is
Timely.
It's from a UK paper, so it's not as big a deal for them.
Yeah.
Then you can break up those crowds without actually hurting
I thought
anybody.
you meant use it on
Yeah.
all the Fox News people that couldn't stop talking about Benghazi.
Well, isn't that the problem? Because we think it would be a great idea to use it on the Fox people, and the Fox people think it would be a fantastic idea to use on everybody on the internet.
Yes.
I think they should give these to everybody, and then
everybody could just
it'll
cause
just be like
pain
a
to
Cold
every-
War scenario on an individual level.
I would argue that we all know how this turns out
Yeah.
in the very first episode of The Simpsons when they gave them all the electric shocks. They
Yeah.
took out the entire city of Springfield.
Zzz, zzz, zzz. Pain ray, pain ray, pain ray.
Yeah, there is no way that this podcast would get done if me and Dave had pain rays.
And how
true.
big could some supervillain make a Los Angeles sized pain ray and just
Well, that was the thing originally, is they figured out how to do it a couple decades ago, but they couldn't figure out how to get it to go real far. What they came up with was, and this is also amazing just for the name of it, a gyrotron, which generates a rotating ring of electrons held in magnetic field by powerful cryogenically cooled superconducting magnets.
Whoa.
All of my favorite science words all clumped in together there.
Sounds like something Mr. Freeze is using to get his wife back. Like that's exactly what it sounds like.
when I read about that part, I was like, how did someone think to do this?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
like
I mean-
let's take a circle of electrons and
Yeah.
suspend them in
you just
a
get a magnetic field, and kind
magnetic
of whip it
field.
up and kind of spiral. And so now they can get about a diameter of about 2 meters,
Wow.
and it can get several hundred meters away. So yeah, I mean, if Cobra wants to create a pain raid big enough to cover all of Los Angeles, then only G.I. Joe could stop them.
Don't
honestly.
do
Dibs.
it, Cobra. Don't do it.
We
How
trademark that invention right now, Science Jerk, 2013.
is there lasting effects or
As far as we know, no.
Okay.
They've done testing, and it looks to be about. There have been 8 burn injuries, over 11,000 people. So
Which is way less than tasers
yeah?
yes, but
or
also
rubber bullets or like other
Yeah.
non-fatal.
But that's in the lab.
Yeah.
So once you get out, obviously something's going to go wrong.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's looking now like it's preferable to what we have. And
you know,
also,
some southern cop is going to go pain raid
no.
crazy.
Somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to happen. They're
This is
They're
gonna be
using this in Guantanamo right now.
Yeah, no,
They
without
are.
Probably.
that's actually where they get the statistics from. They're using it on Guantanamo guys.
Oh, I didn't read between the lines.
There's only been 9 burns.
This segment's gonna end like a bummer.
Yes, it is.
Rotational geology.
The North Pole is moving all over the place.
What sounds like bullshit?
It's the
No.
worst Where's Waldo game of all time.
Where's North Pole?
Where's the North Pole?
Santa has to play it every year. I thought I left my house here.
Well, I mean, it sounds like one of those things like the Chariot of the Gods type business where every 30,000 years the poles flip and it sends us into a new era of cosmic consciousness.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's not that, but it sounds like
It's not that, but this is a real thing. Because of climate change and because of the ice melt, the North Pole...
magnetic north.
Not magnetic north. We're talking about the axis of rotation.
Whoa.
Which is slightly different than the
It's a
magnetic...
skew.
Oh, that's scarier.
The magnetic axis. I don't think that changes much. The axis of rotation changes every year. It actually changes seasonally because there's more ice or more water, or just depending on the climate in general. They say it normally moves like 6 centimeters a year, but it more or less like moves in a circle, so it doesn't actually go anywhere. Now they're saying it's kind of racing at an unprecedented speed towards Greenland.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh.
Which is not...
Which is covered in ice, and Iceland is green.
See, that used to be a thing back when the player was a thing.
Yeah.
But apparently, due to global warming, that is no longer the case.
Now Greenland's completely green.
Yeah.
And due to better ice shipping, there's lots of ice in Iceland.
So many ice cream machines there now.
Just soft serve on every corner.
Only recently had ice cream.
Why would you
So-
want ice cream if you lived in a place like that?
A place like Iceland,
Yeah, or like Eskimos.
the novelty value.
The Eskimos, they must be so sad to not have ice cream.
Oh, man.
I'm lactose intolerant, and ice cream is still the best thing in the world.
It's pretty amazing.
You'd think that they would have...
Sad sons of bitches eating blubber and rubbing noses. They don't know what real
Somebody
joy
must
is
have
like.
spilled some seal milk on some
Snow at some
fresh
What,
snow,
sugar cane?
and then stirred it for hours on end, and then blended some vanilla in there. Somebody must have accidentally done that at some point.
It is the saddest ice cream.
Well, it's got to be boring. You're living in
Yeah.
an igloo. You have hundreds of words for snow
Yeah.
and no words for ice cream. Come on.
Hey guys, what do you? I got a bunch of snow that's vanilla flavored. What do we call it? Man, we ran
Shut
out of
up,
words for
Nanny.
snow.
Yeah.
We ran out.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible. We're trying to come up with more words for snow. Get out of here. So I don't know. This isn't a panic thing. It's just,
It sounds a little panicky.
oh shit!
sorry.
You know,
sounds like the Earth is wobbling off its
the
ass.
Earth
It's gonna
is
send us
wobbling
flinging into the
differently
universe.
than it used to wobble, which
Yeah.
is something we should probably keep an eye on.
Yeah. That's never. I don't. Wobbling in any situation. Wobbling at a table at a restaurant is
Yeah.
Why don't we
You're gonna
just
wanna
stick
move
a chunk
tables.
of wood underneath the Earth
Yeah.
so that it stops wobbling?
Yeah. Come on, Earth.
Or move to a different planet that doesn't wobble so much.
Oh man, a constant argument that I get into with my boyfriend is whether or not I would relocate to a different planet in space. I am against it.
What?
You mean you personally, or
Me personally,
against the species?
me personally. The species can go for it. I'm not leaving the planet though.
Man,
Because you know that there's a call out right now for volunteers
Yeah,
to go to
I know.
Mars.
I know. I
one
told him
way.
I was like, if you go, you can go. I'm just not.
there are
coming.
sexy green women up there. That must mean there are sexy green dudes.
I'm cool with not though. I'm cool with not.
That didn't change your mind? Are you serious?
I mean, I paused for a second and thought about it, but not so much. No, when I saw Prometheus, that's when I like cemented it in my head because I was like, "Oh, they're fucked. They're fucked. They can't get back to Earth, even if they tried. Even if they tried. The Earth is a crazy far amount of distance away that you can't even fathom as a human being. Like you can't even fathom how far away Earth is. I like my apartment. I like my dog. No."
Takeaway from this is that Prometheus has ruined yet another person's happiness.
Yes. Yep. No, I walked out of that movie and I was like, number one, fuck that movie. Number two, I will never travel in space.
You know what? There's a lot of other space travel movies that don't involve aliens trying to murder us or implant their eggs in your...
abortion machines that somehow haven't been programmed with the female anatomy.
Yeah.
We built this machine that knows everything about humans except females. It just
Yeah.
has no data. We couldn't figure out how to input the
We
female.
need to get you some movies with fewer plot holes so that you'll feel safer about space, I think is what's happening.
And what about the guy who touches the worm thing? I mean, come on.
I know. Why would you do that? It's true. It's true. I don't go I don't go to places where I'm the lowest totem pole on like the lowest like.
Oh, at the bottom of the food chain.
Yeah, that exactly.
Oh, yeah,
I don't go to the bottom of the ocean. I don't like being in the ocean, and I don't want to go to space because I don't know what's up there, and I can't breathe there. Like I just can't, and I don't trust technology enough to keep me alive. I just don't like being here, like being on Earth.
All
Love
right.
it or leave it, baby.
Well, we're all leaving, so enjoy Earth.
I will.
Wobbling on its unstable axis.
Let's stick some wood under it.
It's time for a quiz.
It's time for a quiz. You all ready? Because we got 4 out of 5 last time.
Yes.
Which was phenomenal. I think
Yeah.
we've only ever
Yeah,
done that
well,
once in a segment
Let's
before.
bask in the glow of our collective intelligence for a second, because everything could
It's
change
not gonna
in a matter of
last.
seconds.
Let's just hope that glow illuminates the questions ahead of us. I hope. God hope. Here we go. Oh, fuck. Question 1. What order of insects contains the most species?
Oh, God.
We just had an insect question, and we nailed it.
Yeah.
But this one, gangs play chess on order.
So, class. It was a class of insects, and then order.
Oh, gosh. How do you even break down, like,
Cockroaches.
flying insects? Like spiders are still, at some point, they got to be
Spiders are
insects.
not
Yeah.
insects.
But no, but I mean, what other branch do you put them in?
Is it just 6 legs and 8 legs at
Arachnida.
some point, maybe?
But
Spiders are a
how
different
far up is
class.
that? How far?
Class.
The class? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're down to order, so there are no spiders.
No spiders.
Spiders are right out.
Oh, hey, worms. You guys, worms. There's a
Worms?
shit ton of
Worms?
worms.
Worms would be
Insects?
good.
I guess worms are insects.
Worms are insects. Yeah.
No, they aren't.
All right.
Is it worms?
Let's go with worms.
Oh, let's
There we
go.
go. Beetles.
Oh, God damn it.
Beetles.
Beetles. I said
Okay.
cockroaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you did
Partial credit.
Yeah. Do roaches fall into the beetle family?
I think maybe.
The beetles smoked a lot of roaches.
Dang. There it is.
Connected up and not making any sense, but we use words. Question number 2. What imaginary line encircling the Earth is 90 degrees from both poles at every point?
Equator.
90
Is that right? Yeah.
degrees.
90
from
degrees.
both-
Wait.
Yeah, from both
yeah,
poles.
90 degrees.
Yeah.
Equator.
Pole,
Equator.
equator.
Oh, that's super easy.
That's pretty
right?
easy.
Equator?
Yeah. Equator.
The equator.
Equator, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Okay,
Cool.
no, we can still pull this out.
Yeah, okay.
We can still pull this out. I don't think we've gotten 8 out of 10 yet. No, we might have once. So it's possible that we could do it.
Okay.
It's possible.
Okay.
So here we go. Question 3. What rings the globe 23.5 degrees south of the North Pole? Shit.
Let's do all rings around the globe questions.
Wait.
Wait, what? 20 of the North Pole?
So the
The
other
Arctic
line
Circle?
we have
Yeah, I
the
think it's
Arctic Circle. The tropics of Capricorn
Tropic
and
of
Cancer,
Cancer.
are
Yeah.
closer to the equator. Right?
yeah, those are more.
it has to be the Arctic Circle because 23 degrees is like a third of the way to the equator,
Yeah.
or even less.
Okay.
The equator being 90 degrees, which we now know.
Right. Right. Okay.
Sounds like the Arctic Circle to me.
The Arctic Circle.
Boom.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
feeling this.
Me too.
Here we go. Question 4. What color is Demerara sugar?
What?
Demerara sugar. Demerara. Demerara. What is? I mean, what are
Like
those?
color?
Yeah. I mean, what colors? Like you got white sugar and you got brown sugar.
White sugar, brown sugar. God. There's like a pinkish sugar in no, that's salt.
That's
in
salt.
Hawaii.
Yeah,
Salt
that's
in
yeah.
Hawaii.
There's a bunch of salts that have
Different hues.
mineral impurities. Sugar is not really like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of brown, and then you can refine it so that it's just white.
Right.
I would have to say brown.
Probably like a brownish. Yeah.
It's brown. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no other kind of color.
Sugars tend to kind of be brown.
There's like black. Like if it was like totally
Black
like
sugar.
like a thick molasses kind
Yeah.
of thing, it'd be black.
Yeah. Like a brown sugar.
Brown. Let's go with brown.
Let's go brown.
I don't know if there's any other thing we can, Brown.
Brown.
All right
Oh,
then.
man.
All right then.
Yes.
I'm trying to keep track. I'm terrible. I just keep writing numbers that just don't make any sense. Like the last
So
time,
we
I
have
was just like writing zeros, even though we are getting them correctly, and then like
What
this
are,
time
we
it's
have 3 out of 4 now?
Yeah.
I'm confused by your
So-
system. All right.
That's it. We got one more, and we could tie our record.
Number
So this is
10
feeling
for
good.
the...
Feeling. Question 5.
Yes.
What's the positive electrode of a battery called?
Okay, it's either anode or cathode.
Oh, really?
What do they do?
The 2 electrodes are the anode and the cathode. And the positive is going to be the cathode because anode
'Cause-
means...
And means
'Cause-
like negative.
Anode is
I feel like anode
yes,
is
but
negative.
yes, anode. That's a thing, and then the opposite would be
Improv name idea.
Yes.
no.
Let's make that Herald team.
I think it's going to be
Anodized
cathode.
cathode rays.
I'm not sure why I think that one is positive. I think anode is where the
There's a lot riding
electrons
on
are negative. They come out the anode. They go into the cathode. I don't know. I'm saying cathode.
Yes, I will go with that too. This is our trust
right.
fall, Dave.
All
This is
right.
our trust fall.
There's a lot riding on your shoulders right now, Dave.
Because
Yeah.
Chan knows better than to trust fall on me.
And the answer is the anode.
Oh God.
The
damn
anode.
it.
The fact that you knew anode or cathode
Yeah.
to begin with was already way more than I had.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm
Me
not
too.
going to blame you.
No.
But you did fuck us on that. So
Yeah.
Partial credit.
all told, we got 7 out of 10, which, yes, it's a C, but also it's pretty
Best
goddamn
we've
good
done
for what we do here.
in as far back as I can remember.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a passing
We've
grade.
been getting 4s and 5s out of 10 for the
Yeah.
last few weeks.
It's been
Oh,
pretty
man.
ugly. So, yeah.
So thanks for bringing your brain to
Thank
help
you.
us out.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Hey, you know what? You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. I'm glad I knew a couple random.
I wish you left your fucking ego at home.
No.
No, they come hand in hand. They come hand in
Oh,
hand.
God, you heard that?
Yeah.
Ah!
Microphone.
Bug watch.
It's time to start eating bugs. I bring this up every once in a while.
You first.
Yeah.
Along with a lot of these other sort of ideas for living in a world with 7, 8 billion, 9 billion, 10 billion people.
So many people.
Yeah, and we have to
Can we make
learn
a
how to
rule
use
like
resources.
the people who are reproducing and having 8 kids should be the first to have to eat the bugs?
I would love to make. I would second that rule.
I'm into trying it because the thing is, all we have is just this cultural norm that says no bugs. There are plenty of cultures that
do eat
eat
bugs.
bugs on a routine basis. And the thing is, we do so much food processing now anyway, you could just crank out, like, here's a patty.
Yeah.
It's a patty.
Yeah.
And
It's got a lot of
if you-
protein in it.
If you can eat
Don't ask where it came from.
If you can eat McDonald's burgers,
That's true.
I did it for the first time in a couple years.
I don't.
Like a week ago.
Ugh.
Just I got one of those
Yeah.
gift card from Clout, so I tried it, like
Nice.
their cheddar onion thing.
Yeah.
It was an abomination.
Yeah, if
It
you
was
haven't had fast food for a while and you eat it, you're like, oh, this isn't food.
no,
This is not.
it's terrible.
It's like
This isn't what you put in your body.
But people eat that a lot,
Yeah, yeah.
a lot.
They love it.
And yeah, if you just swap this thing in, the only thing that's going to stop them is, oh, by the way, that's bugs.
Yeah. As opposed to like the cow shit that you're eating otherwise.
Exactly. Oh,
Yeah.
full of E. coli.
It's like this scene in,
this-
not to quote Demolition Man again.
but do.
Yeah, it's the scene where Sylvester Stallone goes in the store and he gets a burger, and Lieutenant Huxley, played by Sandra Bullock, is like, "Don't ask what the burger's made of," and he like asks in Spanish, and she just says, "Rato," and then he's like, "Rat? Burger's made of rat? It's a good rat." It's like, yeah, take
Yeah.
a second, but if it's good, who cares?
Yeah.
There's nothing inherently unhealthy or dangerous or anything
Yeah.
about eating bugs.
Yeah.
In fact, like, and it came up earlier, like several sea creatures like shrimp and lobsters are kind of similar to bugs
They're, yeah, no, and they're bugs.
in I mean,
damn it,
evolutionarily, they're basically bugs
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
of the water.
Blue crabs are my favorite animal
And
to
they're
eat,
delicious.
and they're amazing. So yeah, put some Old Bay on some crickets. I'll go to town.
The UN's agricultural arm, the Food and Agriculture Organization, they've been thinking about it for a while. Since like 2003, they've started studying it. And basically they're saying, because there's going to be so many people, we need to start using this, especially for animal feed.
Yeah,
If for
at the
nothing
very
else,
least.
start using these things that we're not using. And, then you can feed corn to people,
Yeah.
for example. Because the nice thing is, it only takes 2 pounds of feed to get a pound of meat back from the insects. Whereas with cow, for example, it's 8 pounds of feed plus all of the land and the water and all that
Deal
stuff.
with all the cow farts.
Yeah. If you-
Methane.
Yep.
And bugs can be fed on things that we're throwing away anyway. For example, animal blood, which sounds gross,
Yeah.
but also
What's the nutritional breakdown?
compared to beef, it beats it in terms of iron. Same with locusts. They are pretty nutritionally packed. That's
Okay.
another reason why you'd want to use them.
Very high in
Interesting.
protein and that
Good
kind of
stuff.
stuff.
One of the fun things they mentioned is that the U.S. has regulations for how many insect bits you can have in, like, say, hot dogs.
Yeah.
But they don't actually have any regulations for insects as food, so it's kind of tough to sell them.
Yeah.
Because it's a vast unregulated wasteland out there.
Yeah, basically. Huh.
You could have insect dispensaries.
Yeah.
Like we have dispensaries here in Los Angeles.
Think
for
of the mascots outside.
Wait, how are you comparing eating bugs to
yes,
smoking
I am.
marijuana?
I certainly am.
Put some THC on some
Oh,
beetles,
shit.
and then that's how we'll
man.
break it
Dip them in
in.
THC and some sugar, stick them on a stick, so like a little lollipop,
There you go.
a little weed bug pop.
Yeah.
Come on.
How else are you going to get your stoners to get their protein?
Yeah. Do it. I mean, you know what? I would try it.
I would definitely try it.
I would try it.
Yeah.
I'm not against trying new things. I still think that the Catholics with 10 kids should go first.
Well, no, I agree as well.
Let the poor people first.
What?
Yeah, here's the thing. Yeah, if you eat at McDonald's more than twice a week, you automatically get put on this list.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well,
guess what? It's for your own damn good.
McDonald's should just switch over without telling anybody because
That would be the best.
I'm 100% in favor of
it
that.
would probably be healthier and cheaper and no one would notice. Mm-hmm. And the taste can't go down, might go up.
Does it say
Might
anything
stay the
about
same.
how they taste? Does it say anything about what bugs taste like?
The crunchy.
Yeah, I figured it was more of a texture thing than a.
That's part of it. I'm just thinking of it as a giant Cheeto.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen The Lion King. I've seen where they all start eating the bugs. There's the crunchy ones. There's the squeezy ones. Like, I get it.
Well, one place where this might come into use is that we're going to have 3D food printers. They're working on this now, and it's basically like you throw in any source of protein, it grinds
It's like
it
a
up,
Mr. Fusion.
and like and then
Yeah.
it like adds flavoring and chemicals and
Whoa.
like prints it out and makes it into
So
a
just sweep up all the bugs in your house, just dump
Yeah.
them right in there.
There you go.
yeah, just have your bug zapper right above your
Yeah.
your
I would be happy
3D
to eat
printer.
a spider burger. Fuck every last one of those nasty sons of bitches. The turnaround,
spite-
I'm biting you, motherfucker.
Where's your web now, bitch?
That's our show.
And that's our show. Thank you very much to our special guest, Brandie Posey.
Oh, thanks, you guys.
Thanks,
it was a
Brandon.
delight. We all learned stuff.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And we showed off our acumen as well.
Yeah.
we learned a little bit
It's not
about
too bad.
ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak for you. Did you learn a little bit about yourself?
A little bit. Little bit. Yeah. I
Found out how far you're willing to go in terms of space and bugs.
Yeah. Yeah. I will eat bugs. not in
Space, no,
space.
bugs, yes.
I will not eat. Yes. I will not eat bugs in space at any time in my life. And don't you dare try to fucking bring me back when
you
it
eat
is
them on a
possible. Yeah.
They can find your Lady to Lady podcast on iTunes for sure.
On iTunes, Stitcher, and at Libsyn, ladytolady.libsyn.com. All that jazz. If you need an RSS feed.
Do you have ladytolady.com?
Ladytoladycomedy.com will
Ah.
take you to the Facebook page, actually.
With the The number 2 or the word 2?
The word 2.
Oh, good.
The TO word 2.
Gotcha.
Not the,
Well, right.
yeah, there are 2 or 2. Am I right? Grammar joke.
How do we keep all these letters straight?
I'm doing that podcast later, guys. It's very confusing because we talk about the difference between there, and nobody knows which one we're talking about because there's no visual clues. It's just like who's on first except not well written.
I'm spelling your like Y-U-R all the time now.
Yeah.
Why you are?
Your. Oh, I guess it's Y-E-R.
Yeah.
We see on the internet the lazy your.
Yep.
Twitter?
Yeah. Brandazzle on Twitter. 2 Z's.
Nice.
Find me. Say hi.
Yay. You can find us on Twitter. Our show is at 999 RPMs. Nope, that's mine.
Where is your
That's
Twitter?
mine.
Oh,
That is-
Man,
Chan is having
Robert's
a stroke, so
that cough syrup is good. At the Science Jerks.
so does me getting high on cough syrup affect the way you feel?
Apparently, that's how it works. We're like the Corsican brothers. Why did we both go to that old Cheech and Chong reference? That is
Nice.
so unfortunate.
That's a reference from before Cheech and Chong. I hate to tell you, Stoner. We're at thesciencejerks.com or sciencejerks.com. And you can follow us at The Science Jerks on Twitter.
right. Or on Facebook.
Or on Facebook.
Go to the website, buy books and Audible things. Audible's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. And you can follow me at 999.
Yes, and you can follow
RPM.
me at Dave Chacho.
Yeah, switch that up. And you got it. Thanks
There
for
you
being
go.
here, Brandie.
Thanks for having me, guys. This was a blast.
We'll be back with a new guest next week. Bye. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Cockroaches are not beetles.
Cockroaches are not beetles. Okay.
Okay. I don't know why we were wondering that.